Well, kudos then to Lenovo, who've only taken about a week to 10 days of leaving us with a competitor's driver for our Legion Go 2 before actually supplying one of their own. That's right, it's April the 7th, and Lenovo have finally given us their own driver update rather than leave us to have to install an ASUS ROG Ally X driver to actually use the most updated version of software on our brand new devices. So of course, I'm here to talk to you about what that driver is, where you can get it, and how best to install it. Obviously, that's going to involve using DDU, display driver uninstaller. If you know what you're doing with that, then you can probably skip the first 1 to 2 minutes of this and then get to the part after that. But otherwise, stick around because yes, I am going to talk you through quickly what DDU is, where to get it, how to install it, and then how to use it to install this new driver. So there've been a few updates actually today on the Legion Go 2, both versions of the Legion Go 2, by the way, not just the Z2E, but also the Z2. And they involve an update to the Xbox app and also to game bars. So make sure you've got those installed via the store. So by going down, opening your store, going to downloads, not there, to downloads. And as you can see, recent updates, it's installed my Xbox and game bar updates just a few mere minutes ago. So first things first, let's take care of DDU, display driver uninstaller. If you don't have it, if you haven't heard of it, listen, this is the best way to get just a clean uninstall, removal of your current display driver, which, listen, for a lot of us, is going to be the ROG Ally X driver that we installed last week that I told you about in my video. But even if it's not that, this is the cleanest way to do it. So you can basically wipe everything you've got and then put this new driver over the top of basically just a nice clean slate. It's just the cleanest way to do it. So it's really as simple as just open your browser of choice and just simply search for display driver uninstaller. And you'll see first result, perfect display driver uninstaller. It will download as an executable, so it's a piece of software that you have to install. However, don't run it yet. Don't run it yet. We're going to install this, but I don't want you to run uninstall it because we haven't actually downloaded the driver that we need. So to do that, you are simply going to once again return to Google and search for Legion Go 2 drivers, or go to the Lenovo website. And as you can see, this takes us to the drivers and software page on Lenovo, and here it is, AMD VGA driver for Windows 11 64-bit for both versions of the Legion Go 2. So 8ASP2 and 8AHP2 are the Z2E and the Z2 variants. And as you can see down here, it says AMD VGA driver release date today, 7th of April. So all we're going to do is go to download all, and that will download the driver. Now, like I say, it's important that you download the driver first, because what we're going to do is once that's safely been downloaded, we can then uninstall the current driver that you've got via DDU and then basically install using this executable. So for ease, I've just put the driver onto my desktop because what we're going to do now is uninstall the display driver that we've got. Now, what's important with this is that before we uninstall the display driver, and we're going to first of all check to see whether display driver uninstaller has any updates, is to turn off your Wi-Fi. If you've got an Ethernet cable plugged in, unplug it, make sure you're not connected to internet, because otherwise what will happen is once we've uninstalled the driver, Windows will try to find and force through its own update. And we specifically, it might be the correct one, but we specifically know that the driver we've downloaded from the Lenovo website is the one that we want installed. So, and this is exactly what I mean. So it says here, updates are available. So I'm going to click yes. So you probably won't have to do this if you're downloading DDU for the first time, because this new release was released just 2 days ago on Sunday, the 5th of April. So hopefully you won't need to go through all this. Okay, and we're in. Now, it will pop up with this saying DDU is detected you're not in safe mode. You do not need to be in safe mode to use DDU or to uninstall your driver and install the driver. I don't ever put my device, whatever it is, into safe mode before doing this, and you shouldn't need to too. And now all we need to do is go to the right here where it says select device type, and we're going to click GPU. It detects obviously that we're running AMD. So all then we need to do is go to clean and restart, which says highly recommended. Now this is the moment that you are going to turn off your Wi-Fi, however you want to do that, via Legion Space, via the quick menu. I'm just going to make sure that it's off via here. So I've turned off my Wi-Fi. I now have no access to internet, which, like I say, is exactly what you want, because you don't want Windows forcing through an update of something else. We're going to do it manually. So I'm going to go to clean and restart. DDU will tell you that it's trying to create a system restore point, and you just let it do its thing here. As you can see, that little refresh there was it uninstalling the display driver, hence why now the resolution has gone all squiffy. That last point here says monitors and hidden monitors removed, so it really has just got rid of the display driver. It's not quite done yet though. It will tell you when it's done. And then the device itself restarts. So once we've restarted, we'll get back into Windows. We won't have a display driver installed, and then we can then install the downloaded update that we have from the Lenovo website. Okay, so we're back in. We'll let Windows boot. And like I say, even though this is all going to boot up as normal and boots into my Xbox app, we're not connected to the internet, so nothing can happen here. Nothing can update. We're going to just ignore this and go straight to my Windows desktop, because we know on the desktop, I have my downloaded Lenovo display driver. So I'm going to go through this process. Okay, I accept. Next. We'll go for install. Install. You can see the screen goes black here because it's finalizing the installation of the new display driver. And it says AMD graphics driver installed successfully. Great news. And of course, the golden test, because we know that the update that Windows forced on all of us 7 to 10 days ago completely broke AMD Adrenalin. What you might find here, like me, is that AMD Adrenalin has gone here from the list, because the fun never ends. If that happens, and a bunch of you probably already have this, you're just going to download the AMD Adrenalin software again and your system to see whether there's an update. And lo and behold, scanning my system shows that there is indeed an update. I'm going to click accept and express install. And finally, you'll get this message: chipset drivers were installed successfully. And now beautifully, the AMD Adrenalin software is finally back, and frustratingly opens like you've never used this piece of software before, which is of course frustrating, but at least we've got it back. We've got a new driver. It's supported and distributed by Lenovo. I don't know how many times we're going to have to go through this rigmarole, especially when things don't work. Even just when you install the driver, you have to uninstall certain things, and if you don't do it in a certain order, then your Legion Go 2 isn't very happy about it. Not great in the last 10 days, but at least we seem to have a native official driver. I'm going to be doing some testing over the next few days, but I want you guys to let me know whether you've noticed any performance gains or hits in your favorite games. I'll see you on the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves.